let's start with just talking about the preseason games this past weekend. What were your thoughts on the results and the team and everything you saw?
Well, you want to win every game that you play. There's no doubt that losing both games was a little bit disappointing, but you know, that's a that's not an afterthought. It's something you think about. But I think overall, I liked what we did, especially in the game against Albany here at home Saturday night. There were some good things in the first period. We had the right start. We played very, very well in the third period with a lot of play to the net. And the unfortunate part of it is I addressed the team yesterday before the game. The clock runs out, and you know, you get yourself into that kind of situation where you have to rally and get yourself back to the game, into the game, or to tie the game, or looking for something. The clock runs out, and so the start is everything, really important. And I was hoping that we'd get a real quick start last night. Start was okay, but we just had a couple of young players make some decisions that weren't the right ones, and they end up with a lead, and we're playing catch up again.
What were your thoughts overall of the Newberry, Atkinson, McGinn line? I thought on Saturday they just looked like they were terrific.
Yeah, they were good. They were very good. I think if we can keep them together, they can be a very good line this year. There's very good skill level. See the ice. They distribute the pucks amongst each other. You got a power forward on the left side that will play the front of the net, battle along the boards, recover a lot of pucks. And I think in the other two, you know, especially with Ak, you got a guy who wants to put some points up. He's going to be a playmaker. He's going to be a shooter. So they have, when they're on the ice, they have the puck. They're in the offensive zone. They do good things. I just want to see if that chemistry can continue to build.
For yesterday's game, Michael Raffle and his first time putting on a Phantoms uniform. And
playing his first game over here in a practice facility. It was kind of
right.
Interesting. You know, you can see he's got speed. He can really shoot the puck very well. And his first game, I'm fine with it. I thought he played in some heavy traffic, never showed any hesitancy in any situation. He's going to be a good player, is a good player right now, and I think he's going to be a big-time contributor to us.
Ben Holmstrom is probably looking forward to beginning this season more than any other season because it's been so long off for him, and I know you're happy to be getting him back too.
Very happy to have him back. He's very much our leader on our team. He's great in the locker room, off the ice, gets things done. A leader on the ice, plays hard, gritty, and we need that kind of push all the time. There were too many times last year we didn't push back, and Ben's one of those guys that will lead the way in those situations. It's a matter now of getting going. You know, you come off that kind of surgery and you're missing a whole year. It's going to take some time to play to get your game up to where you want it to be. I know that. It might even be Christmas time. Maybe I'm extending it too much, but I've seen it in the past with players. You know, as hard as a player works, the timing might not be quite there, and it takes time, and I'll show the time and patience with them.
They think they're ready, and then you slowly but surely find out it's not quite the same as it was.
Yeah, there's nothing like playing the game. You can do all the work off the ice and do all the skating with a group of guys and on your own to get ready for training camp, but once you get out in competitive situations and you're going through the drills and playing games, there's a lot that starts to show, and we're just going to keep pushing them, get a lot of work in.
Schedule for this week. A day off tomorrow.
Yep.
At some point, you need to move some players somewhere. I think the roster is to be submitted on Thursday. Is that correct?
That's right.
Do you have a game plan going before Thursday and leading up to that?
Well, that's the side of the business that's not on my desk. We'll leave that to the Flyer management. I'll act on it whenever I get conversations going with them. They tell me what the transactions are going to be for reassignments, and start to talk players at that time.
You have some guys here that are a little dinged up as well. Do you have an idea of how many players you will have on your opening night roster?
I don't have.
The injuries
I don't know right now.
Though, right?
Well, injuries would always change it. Absolutely. If you got players who are going to miss, extended time. We'd have to keep some players around, but right now I don't think we're not too bad. We got a couple guys that missed practice today, and I think when we get back on the ice on Wednesday, we'll be pretty much back to full roster, and hopefully it can stay that way for opening night.